I'm getting like licorice.
You reminded me of that kid that does the jelly bean challenge.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, we got skunk spray or licorice. No.
Welcome back to Spirits Collective.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Hayden.
And this is the show where we all learn to drink together.
And today we got Basil Hayden for you guys. So Basil Hayden is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. It is 80 proof or 40% ABV. This bottle is distilled and bottled by the James B. Beam Distilling Company. So this bottle is actually made from a mash bill of 77% corn, 13% rye, and 10% malted barley. And finally, this bottle is aged usually around 8 years. So Alex, do you have any experience with Basil Hayden?
No, but my coworker has actually been recommending Basil Hayden, but we're gonna see if my coworker has good taste and if our coworkers can make good whiskey suggestions. So I am excited for it. I do love the bottle. This is the half bottle, by the way.
Yeah, this is a really nice bottle. Has like this nice cork on the top. This, if it wasn't for this, I think
the metal belt.
Yeah, the metal belt. It would almost be too much like a wine bottle.
Okay. Yeah. Like,
I think it has
like very simple, clean wine bottle look. I think this is actually the new design, though. Something worth pointing out. I think the old design had like the label, kind of like a T-shirt or like a poncho would flap over the neck and go back down over the backside of the bottle. I think this metal belt is the new design, but you guys let me know.
We've been here long enough. I think it's time we kind of like address what exactly is a Kentucky straight bourbon.
Well, hold on. Before you enlighten us, I do know what the requirements are for bourbon, for it to be called bourbon. I do know the bill mash has to be 51% corn, and the rest could be other grains and stuff like that. So you get 41% leeway to play around with your mash.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of why we get like those sweeter flavors out of bourbon, is because corn is a sweet grain. So in order for it to be a Kentucky straight bourbon, it needs to be made in Kentucky. That's number one. And just so you guys know, 90% of the bourbons in America are actually made in Kentucky. That's why we get so many Kentucky straight bourbons.
A lot of good bourbons, too.
A lot of good bourbons.
Wild Turkey, that's Kentucky, right?
Yeah, it is. So when you say Kentucky straight bourbon, straight actually means it has to be aged at least 2 years, and it's best enjoyed straight. So it needs to be aged at least 2 years. Anything else you have to say about the bottle or anything like that before we dive in?
I'm not really familiar with this brand.
Yeah, me either.
Also, my coworker was telling me drinks sort of exclusively the Basil Hayden, different variations of Basil Hayden.
Do you know about any other variations? I've only really seen
I've seen the toast. Basil Hayden toast. I'm pretty sure they have a rye. They all have a rye.
All right, but other than that, I guess let's go ahead and pop it open.
You go for it.
And
actually, can I pop it open?
No.
All right. This is Basil Hayden. Ooh, clean little baby pop. This is the half bottle, so this is very light. Very light. Not even that apple juice color we usually get, you know what I mean? I feel like it's a little lighter than that.
This is like green grape juice. Have you ever seen that? It's pretty light juice.
No.
Yeah, it's pretty light whiskey. Doesn't even seem too thick either, right? Which kind of makes me a little bit like, because that could mean that they cut it a lot.
Yeah,
because it was aged 8 years.
Really?
Yeah, that's a good amount of time.
Forgot that part. Dang, in that case, it's very light for I think, for 8 years.
Yeah, I will say that while we're kind of like, doing this with it, I'm smelling it. Are you?
Yeah, should we just
like
go
whiffs
in there?
of it? Yeah, let's just do it.
Okay, this is on the nose. Basil Hayden. Ooh. Getting a lot of basil.
I'm getting like
banana, vanilla-y. You get those bananas?
I'm getting bananas, licorice. I'm even getting kind of like soda, like Coke.
I'm getting all the banana, vanilla, caramel,
Yeah, definitely getting those bananas now that you say it.
That's very good. I like that.
There's a lot there, right?
Yeah.
Surprisingly for something so light.
80 proof, yeah.
I mean, I think there's not a whole lot more to say about this. Let's just go ahead and taste it.
Yes. Basil Hayden.
Cheers.
Cheers.
A big sip.
I didn't get much there. I'm gonna have to go in again.
Dude, I didn't get anything.
You didn't get anything?
I just got like a bitter barrel flavor.
I couldn't focus much on the taste in the beginning, but I'm getting like a banana in the finish. And it's really nice. I like that.
I will say I took a big ass sip and that was super smooth.
I'm gonna go in again.
Yeah.
A little sweet, a little vanilla-y. A little bitterness.
A lot of sweetness came through on that one.
I'd say like just the right amount of bitterness for me, not too much. I'm getting that barrel now. And then it kind of goes into some bananas.
So me, on the initial taste, like while I was tasting it in my mouth and everything,
Yes.
I got some sweetness.
Do tell.
It was like what you'd expect from like a vanilla shake,
Okay.
without the creaminess, I guess, if that makes sense. And then
So
I
like
s-
the...
just-
Oh,
I
well, my
guess like-
mom would put bananas in my
Yeah, like a
shake,
banana
so I
shake,
get
like a-
banana and vanilla.
like just one of those banana shakes. You make bananas and you put vanilla extract and sugar and stuff, kind of like that,
Yeah.
without like so much sugar. Just like, it's hard to explain, but it was sweet, nice and sweet, banana flavor.
I'm still getting those bananas in the
Yeah.
finish. It's really good.
I'm still getting it. Yeah, you're right. Then I swallowed it and it was like super bitter for like a couple seconds, and then that finish started to kick in. But I wouldn't say
I kind of lose what was going on in the process.
But
go ahead.
I wouldn't say that the banana flavor is like super overwhelming. It's like essence,
there,
essence of
yeah.
banana. Yeah,
In a good way.
yeah, kind of like
So good.
It's like
I'm still tasting it.
yeah, like smelling like a banana peel, like just freshly peeled banana peel. That's what it smells like. That's what it tastes like to me. Super nice.
So
I mean, I'm almost like finished with it pretty much. It's pretty good.
And I'm still getting those bananas. Like as I go in there, I'm gonna go in again. If you guys don't mind.
Finished it, Alex? Well, I left like a little tiny bit, but
I have to say, I was excited, but also nervous that it would be a little too bland for us, because I've been becoming more a fan of the higher proof stuff. And for this being 80 proof, I wouldn't have guessed. I would have been like, it's at least 90 proof.
it still makes
You
me
know
feel.
what I mean?
Yeah, it still makes me feel kind of warm.
Yeah,
Still good. I mean,
I like that.
very pleasant. Super easy to drink, as you can see. Basically finished it. I left like a little drop. Alex basically finished his.
I did finish it.
Yeah, I mean, wow. So this just goes to show, I mean, you don't need a super high proof to get a good quality taste.
I think we're finding trends that we think it's going to go in this direction. No, it's going to go in that direction. And then we try it and it surprises us.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was expecting this to be a little more watery. But for 80 proof, the flavor was great.
I was
no
ex-
complaints here.
Yeah, I was expecting this to be super bland. It even looks like just a wine bottle to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Like if you gave me this at a bar, I wouldn't be mad.
yeah,
I'd honestly be like, whoa,
it's pretty good.
what is this? But what do you think? Should we move to On the Rocks?
Yeah, I'm ready for that.
On the Rocks, coming at you in 3, 2.
And we're back with Basil Hayden on the rocks.
Let's just get straight in there. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't want to dilute it too much.
Yeah.
Holy crap, dude.
Those bananas are like
Bananas were like-
amplified with like a little bit of vanilla. Or was it caramel?
This smells like a banana shake.
Yeah, it's just very in your face bananas in a very good way. Very fresh way. A little clanky clank for the ASMR fans. Clank, clank, clank.
Well, all right, I don't smell it anymore, so let's just get in there.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers. Basil Hayden.
That's just water. with a little bit of bitterness
and banana-ness. That was good.
I mean,
It was watery though. It was watery, easier. Bitterness got cranked up a little bit, but on the nose,
Easy.
it really amplified that banana in like such a good way.
I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's just right down the middle.
I don't need to sip this again. It was good. I could sip this if I had to on the rocks.
Oh, now the bananas are coming through a little bit more.
And the finish, the finish kind of went away from me. Adan, what do you think? Can coworkers suggest whiskey?
Coworker's just another person to me. But I mean, she's doing good. It's pretty good. I mean, it depends how she's drinking it. You know, this is really easy on the rocks. It's just basically water. Neat, a lot more there.
Yeah, I agree with you. I do think coworkers can suggest good whiskey. This is the first whiskey that was just suggested to me by a coworker a few months ago when we first started out, and we finally got to it. So we built up our palates a little more before even getting to this, and we were already like, you know what, we might have gotten here too late, but it was still really good. So I do think this is great for beginners. I am glad that I have a coworker that could suggest whiskey, and for me, this is a yes. I recommend this overall.
I feel the same way. I mean, really good for beginners. It still has a nice classic whiskey taste, really delicious bourbon flavor, easy to sip, and I feel like it's a good gateway as well. Like, it would be very easy to follow up with something else after this.
Yeah, so how much did this bottle set you back? This half bottle, if you remember.
For the 375 ml bottle, I got it for about $21. So I'm not exactly sure how much the 750 is. I would imagine somewhere around 40. Yeah,
I don't know. What liquor store did you get it at?
I got it at Specs.
Oh, it's Specs. Yes, I'd agree with you. Probably like $35 to $40 maybe.
Yeah, but I want to address a comment that we got recently. I don't know if you saw it. I replied and I made sure to put my name on it. Just someone asked about more expensive bottles, if they're worse or better. And my reply was that it's been pretty inconsistent.
Yes, because
For anybody wondering.
Black Label would probably be one of the more expensive bottles.
Yeah.
Basic, yes, we know, but more expensive nonetheless. And that one was probably my least favorite to this date.
Not that it was bad, it's just nothing there. I mean,
and then we've had the Wellers. We were fortunate enough to get it for $25 to $30.
dude, we've had
That was excellent.
We've had, which is still one of your favorite bottles, Wild Turkey 101.
Oh yeah,
that was like $20.
Yeah, I love drinking that one on the rocks. I actually killed that bottle a little bit.
You son of a.
But yeah, the Wild Turkey 101. I've gotten into that one a little bit. So yeah, I don't think price matters.
Yeah,
in my opinion, we're still pretty young and pretty new to this.
Yeah, maybe like a really expensive bottle will really change our minds, but as of right now, I think it's been pretty inconsistent for the most part.
But what do you think? Should we close this out and have one more sip?
Yeah.
Cheers, everyone.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.